Hello guys, welcome to another National Park review, and this time we're in Doi Phuket, which is in Nan Province, and it's one of the highest campsites, well, one of the highest National Park campsites in Thailand. So at least at night time it should be nice and cool. I hope so, because the last campsite it was just too hot at night time. That's one of the reasons I left as well. There wasn't a lot to do there, but it was just too hot. So I thought I'd move on a bit earlier than expected. So it's been a good ride to get here, and I'm just arriving at the national park now, which is on my left hand side, and I'll pop in. So entrance to this national park is 200 baht for a foreigner. I believe it's 40 baht for a Thai person. So 200 baht gets you either 4 or 5 days entry, as long as you're camping in the national park as well, and which I am. That costs another 30 baht a night, and it's 20 baht to get my bike in. So 310 baht will see me for 3 nights, 340 baht 4 nights. I'm not sure which one it's going to be yet. This is quite a steep hill. Again, I keep saying this, but the GoPros, the cameras, do not show how steep these hills are. And we're now coming to the administration part of the park, so possibly you could call this the main part for getting your food and everything. So here's the road I just came up, and we'll just have a look what they have here. Okay, so the first point of interest for certain people, not for me, there is a nature trail, and it looks quite a big nature trail actually. It's all in Thai, so I don't know what it says, and I've not found anything in English on the internet either. But it does look like quite a big nature trail around the park. I didn't go on it, so I can't say what it's like. The first building we come to, it seems to be a bit of an office building, and a storage building as well. I'm not really sure what it is, but I think that's its purpose, to act as an office and a central storage point. On the opposite side of the road we have some toilets and shower blocks. These are really for day visitors, because everyone else has got the shower blocks up on the top side. But there are also a couple of little buildings that I believe the staff use. I'm not sure about that, but I believe the staff use these buildings. And then opposite that we have the kitchen and the restaurant, open from about 7 AM up until, I'm guessing here, about 5:30. Quite good food and quite reasonably priced. So there you see the sign for the food services, and the next building along is the visitor centre. There's someone in here all the time in case you have any problem, any issue, and it also has a little bit of a display inside, showing you the local wildlife, the insects and the butterflies and things like that. But not a very interesting place. It also acts as a semi kind of souvenir shop. But look at that, down to 17 degrees tonight, absolutely lovely. And on the other side of the road we then have a shop. It sells basics and only basics, so when I say basics, instant noodles, that type of thing, a few snacks, packets of crisps, and there's also a coffee shop. Again, this is open from around 7 o'clock until about 6 o'clock in the evening. And then we have the main hill leading up to the campsite. So away we go. Now it is quite a ride up this hill. Again, it's very steep, so if you didn't have transport, you'd struggle in a lot of these national parks, and this is one that you would struggle in because it's all about location. It's in the middle of nowhere. You need transport, although there are a lot of cyclists stay here, and yeah, we'll show you something in a little while that suits the cyclists very well, actually. So I'm just going past the turn off of the campsite. It's on my right hand side. We'll come back to that. And a little bit further along the road, on your left, you might just catch a glimpse of little huts, and yeah, there they are on the left hand side, so you can clearly see them. Again, we'll come back to them. And just at the end of this part of the road, we have the viewing point, which we'll go and take a look at. We'll give you an idea of the views from the national park. So we just go up the steps and let's have a look at the view. I don't really know why they have this viewing point, because to be honest with you, the views are as good from other places in the park. I think this may be for the sunset. I think. Again, I'm not sure why it's here, but I think it may be for the sunset. But as you can see, quite an impressive view. Quite an impressive view. I can tell you now, it actually looks better in real life than it will do on the screen. Everything does. And carrying on, we've just gone past the viewing point again, and we'll go and have a look at some of the bungalows that they have in the park. They have quite a lot of bungalows here. I would guess they have maybe 50, 60. Seems to be a very busy national park, very well attended national park, and there's some of the bungalows here on the right hand side, but we'll go through to the far bungalows. I'm guessing now I'm a good kilometre, maybe 2 kilometres even, inside the national park from the entrance gate. So this is what I mean by you do need some form of transport. Okay, so the bungalows again coming up on the right hand side, and there'll be some on the left hand side in a minute as well, and a car park in the middle. Bungalows come in all different styles and all different sizes. I believe some of these bungalows can accommodate up to 12 people. Other bungalows are made for couples, so yeah, you take your pick, but this is a standard setup, and I didn't want to go through too many places because I didn't know if people were staying in these bungalows. So here we have a pair of bungalows. So up the steps, the entrance hall would be on your left or on your right, and then you've got a little patio area at the back which is shared between the two units. And if I can assure myself that none of these rooms are occupied, we'll try and have a quick look in. But have a look at the view first, and again, it's an all-round view. You're not overlooked by anyone except your immediate neighbour. So yeah, a nice enough view, a nice place to sit out and maybe have a drink in the evening. So I don't know if I can really show you the inside through the glass, but these bungalows seem to have around 4 beds inside, 4 single beds, and that's it. That's all they're furnished with is beds. Other bungalows may be a bit more comfortable, but obviously this is just somewhere to sleep overnight, so they get as many beds in there as they can. So back out and onto the bike, and we'll go and have a look at what I was talking about for the cyclists next. Now if you're cycling, or maybe even hiking, you don't really want to be carrying heavy camping gear around with you, and you might not want to pay for a room. Full price for a room, I believe, is about 1600 baht a night. Don't quote me on that though. But these are a crossover really between a room and a tent. They're not much bigger than a tent. In fact, they're probably smaller than my tent. It's really just a straw hut with the roof on, and yeah, that's about the size of it. And there's quite a few of them, and there's a couple here who are going to let me have a look inside one. So they said that I can have a peep, not inside that one, but inside this one. So as you see, it looks as though there's just enough room for 2 people, and mosquito nets, yeah, just somewhere to sleep for the night. And finally we'll go back to where we started and up the slope towards the campsites, well, towards the site of the tent. So we're just coming to the turn off now. Again, this is steep, very steep, so up we go. You can just see some of the tents there on the right hand side. There's actually 2 separate campsites here. The area on the right hand side, and there's another area to my left. There's also male and female restrooms, showers and toilets up here at this level, so everything you need is here. I'm actually pitched my tent on this site here, but we'll go and have a look at the first section, which is also a helipad. So this is where in an emergency the helicopter would land. Not, in my opinion, a brilliant place to pitch your tent, but this does have a really nice view from the far side over there, so I think that's why people pick it. So coming back round, on this section we have the male restrooms just behind the sign there, and on the left hand side now are the female restrooms. But we'll head back towards where I've got my tent pitched up. Also on the left we have, just behind the female restrooms, we have a little building where you can plug your telephone or your laptops or anything in to charge them up. So there is a charging station for electrical items here as well. And this is where I pitched my tent, like I say. I was the first person to arrive here. I didn't fancy the helipad, so I thought get as far away from the people as possible, and I put myself nicely in front of the mountains. So really nice views all round, no matter where you are in this park. Absolutely stunning views. There's probably enough room on here for 40 or 50 tents, I would guess, and probably a few more on the other side. And finally, let's have a look at the men's restrooms. So, pretty standard for a national park. Cold showers, yeah, everywhere's cold showers in the national parks, but they're bloody cold showers. Hand basins outside the showers or outside the toilets. Social distancing applies in the national parks, or at least they'd like us to believe it does. And here we have the toilets, so Western style toilets, probably 6 or 7 of them, and the same with the showers, probably 6 or 7 showers, all cold, and yeah, they're clean, everything's good condition, so absolutely no complaints. And here's the showers, which are typical of any national park that I've been in. And I'll just leave you with a few photographs. So as you can see, it did get busier over the weekend. Yeah, actually a very busy national park. I was surprised just how busy it got. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and catch you next time. Bye for now.